warm welcome to the 2022 virtual launch of our Power to Make a Difference program in Barbados. I'm your host, Sophia Alsop, and I'm pleased to be joining you from our Lime Grove branch in St. James. At Republic Bank, our Power to Make a Difference program allows us to offer annual financial support to several social initiatives and charities whose work makes a difference in the lives of ordinary citizens. We've been privileged to consistently add new partners and watch them as they grow and deliver increased support to the communities that they serve. In the next few minutes, you'll see a great deal of what's been happening. But first, let's hear from our Managing Director and CEO, Mr. Anthony Clark.
Welcome to the launch of our 2021-2022 Power to Make a Difference program. I wish we could have our usual in-person launch, but we all know the realities that the country is facing. This year, more than ever, I am thankful for this PMAD program. Amid all the worry and fear caused by COVID-19, people still have hope, and that is thanks in part to the work we do with you, our social partners. You have continued to offer hope to vulnerable groups. You have continued to roll out smart and effective solutions to serious problems. You have continued to advocate for your communities and causes, and you have been undeterred in the face of several crises. As a bank, we are in the business of helping people to finance their dreams. With you, our social partners, we are able to help even more people in other life-affirming or life-changing ways. Just as you have continued to work hard on your mandate, so have we at Republic Bank. Last year, the Republic Bank Group became a signatory to the United Nations Environment Programme's finance initiative, the Principles of Responsible Banking. I am pleased to say that through our Power to Make a Difference program, we have long been in alignment with several of the Sustainable Development Goals that the principles reference. And we have long been focused on developing ways to create an environment of shared prosperity for our people. In an effort to continue to live the best principles of responsible banking, we are strengthening our partnerships while also expanding the PMAD family. This year, I am pleased to welcome the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados, Inc., the Barbados Diabetes Foundation, and One Tree for Every Bajan. These additions will see us expanding our efforts in the area of health and maintaining a presence in the area of environmental preservation and protection. We look forward to the initiatives and activities that will come from these new partnerships. To our long-standing partners, you know I say this every year. We look forward to doing even more with you, and I mean it. Because of your work, Barbadians of all walks of life benefit from access to critical resources and professional support. Together, we will ensure that help will always be available when our people need it. My friends, we have worked hard and achieved quite a bit. I hope that you are as proud of your achievements as I am. It has been a trying year, but it has certainly proven how much can be achieved when we use our combined power to make a difference. Now, we look ahead. I know the PMAD team is excited to expand our positive social impact. We look forward to a new year of effective initiatives and transformative results.
Thanks so much, Mr. Clark. Indeed, our partnerships have been very transformative. Let's take a look at those under the banner, The Power to Care. We begin with the Diabetes and Hypertension Association of Barbados. Our bank teams showed support for the Diabetes and Hypertension Association of Barbados by wearing our Blue Circle shirts in support of Diabetes Awareness Month during November. We also supported the Blue Dollar Drive, donating funds to provide medical care and supplies for children living with type 1 diabetes. It was an effort also driven by our two brand ambassadors, Patrick Salt Bellamy and Crystal Boyer. Here's a look at some of those highlights. we're also pleased to continue our partnership with Sick Kids Caribbean. Last year, their senior team visited Barbados to update Prime Minister the Honourable Mia Amor-Motley, along with partners and healthcare representatives, on the ongoing successes and plans for the future, particularly in relation to assisting children with cancer and blood disorders. Republic Bank's work with the UK-based Transplant Links community continues. We were honoured to be visited by its patron, Baroness Dame Floella Benjamin. We funded Dr. Natasha Paquette's training fellowship to Birmingham in the UK under the supervision of TLC surgeon Dr. Nick Inston. Her training will aid in the development of the local kidney transplant program, which has enjoyed tremendous success thus far. Well, one of our newer partners, Pharma Wellness in the Community, joined us last year, and they hosted a launch at the Ivan Harewood Centre. We pledged to support their efforts to take their health programs into local communities so that a larger number of Barbadians can keep track of their critical numbers, including cholesterol readings, blood pressure, average heart rate, diabetes risk factors, and much more. Education and tracking are absolutely vital tools on the road to optimal health. The initiative has been praised by the Right Reverend Bishop Michael Maxwell, Bishop of Barbados, and by Minister of Labour, Social Security and the Third Sector, Colin Jordan. We turn now to the power to succeed. As part of this pillar, we've partnered with the Barbados Adventure Race to create the Republic Bank Bar Corporate Challenge. It sees groups from corporations across Barbados competing against each other. It's a way of inspiring camaraderie as well as encouraging better health practices in corporate Barbados. Team Republic also turned out in force, and we were there to cheer our energetic and nimble team and everyone else on. Through the Power to Learn, we are advancing two exciting school-based projects. The bank adopted the St. Ambrose Primary School. Last year, we presented the school's top students in the 11+ exam with prizes. Our partnership with the school, which is just a stone's throw away from our head office in Bridgetown, has also included the beautification of the playground and classroom renovations completed by our volunteers. Our enthusiastic Managing Director, Anthony Clark, led us on weekend outings to paint and transform our neighboring schools. We also this year launched something tremendously special. It's the Schools Block Project, and it sees us partnering with both public and private primary and secondary schools. Throughout the course of the year, several of our branches sponsored projects, initiatives and prizes at schools across the island. Take a look. And we're also exercising our power to help. It's through our partnership with Crime Stoppers Barbados. We supported their school-based Cool Your Head program, taking conflict resolution training and workshops into our schools. Given that Crime Stoppers is one of our newer partners, here's Ms. Renee Sion to tell you more.
5-10 years ago, we would have never imagined that children would be facing the types of struggles they deal with today. Anger, violence, and conflict are some of the main problems affecting our children. Crime Stoppers Barbados throughout the years remained committed to helping students deal with these issues through our anger management program in secondary schools known as Cool Your Head. Cool Your Head is a conflict resolution and anger management program that has been implemented for the past 9 years. In 2019, due to lack of sponsorship, which led to financial constraints, we were forced to cut back and in some instances, halt the program in schools. Then in 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic made it seem impossible to have any business come on board to save such a vital program. But as the saying goes, every cloud has a silver lining, and the Republic Bank Power to Make a Difference initiative was our silver lining. To date, more than 20,000 students from 20 of the 21 secondary schools have been touched by our Cool Your Head program. And with the help of the Power to Make a Difference initiative, we were able to continue this much-needed program in the island's secondary schools. Our main objective is to sensitize students about the negative consequences of violence and anger, equipping them with basic tools to handle conflict and anger. We feel great joy when our facilitators receive testimonials from principals, guidance counselors, parents, and even students about how they were touched. Our facilitators are known and loved throughout the schools as they provide a safe place, a listening ear, and a voice of reason to these students. Crime Stopper Barbados is delighted and grateful to have the Power to Make a Difference initiative partnering with us to help stem the tide of violence and deviant behaviors in the island's secondary schools. We believe it's never too late to save a child, and with your continued support, we are indeed making a difference in the lives of our students.
The Diabetes Association has been with us for some time, but given the pervasiveness of the condition in Barbados, let's get a little more insight on some of the critical initiatives from Trudy Griffin.
Diabetes and hypertension, two chronic non-communicable diseases negatively impacting us here in Barbados. When blood sugar and blood pressure are not controlled within the recommended ranges, persons are at greater risk of developing complications and experiencing disability. The Diabetes and Hypertension Association of Barbados was established in April 1975 with the goal of educating persons living with diabetes and helping any member who suffered disability. I am pleased to report that the association has been able to expand its mandate and its programming beyond education and support to screening and advocacy. I am honored to recognize Republic Bank Barbados Limited as a partner, no, a privileged partner of the association. This is a welcomed opportunity to share with stakeholders at Republic Bank, particularly those who make the decisions regarding allocation of funding for the Power to Make a Difference beneficiaries, that your impact is immeasurable. How can you measure the value of improving the quality of life and longevity through timely screening for diabetes? You did, and continue to support the screening program through the Medical Mobile Unit. Your annual financial support of our youth programming makes our summer camps, Camp Pride and Camp Wellness possible. And Miss Melissa Goodman is poised to execute targeted projects for young persons living with diabetes, facilitated by the sponsored trip to participate in the Young Leaders in Diabetes program organized by the International Diabetes Federation. Measuring impact is of significant importance. It is tragic that everyone does not appreciate the intangible outcomes. The persons living with diabetes who now feel empowered to take charge of their lives, the hope that blooms in the hearts of parents, initially despondent on hearing the diagnosis of type 1 diabetes in their offspring, and now standing in the firm knowledge that there is an organization with the resources and commitment to helping them navigate this unexpected journey. Thank you are the most powerful words which I can utter to express my appreciation and gratitude for the truly valuable support granted by Republic Bank. Not only have you pledged financial support, but I am overwhelmed by your vested interest by selecting Crystal Boyer and Patrick Salt Bellamy as brand ambassadors, who we welcome as new members of the Blue Circle, a symbol of unity in the fight against diabetes. Indeed, this partnership will advance the possibility of a brighter future for all Barbadians.
I mentioned one of our neighbours earlier, the St. Ambrose Primary School. The school family there, led by Principal Jean Trotman, have become very dear to us at Republic Bank. Here's a little insight from her.
Whether we work as individuals or groups, we do so in relationships. These are vital to our well-being and success. Positive relationships help us practically and emotionally. The relationship between the Republic Bank and the St. Ambrose Primary School promotes these very outcomes. The bank gives priority to its corporate citizenship and as a result is ever seeking to improve the outcomes of the community it serves. This perspective has propelled its work at the St. Ambrose Primary School. The outcomes for our school have improved significantly since our association began. They have undertaken several projects at the school to enhance the ambience, and for this we are grateful. The first project was the greening of our play park. Before their intervention, the play park had little or no vegetation. During the dry time, teachers and students could see dust swirling as pupils played, or physical education classes were conducted in the area. In the wet season, mud was our concern. The grass cover has changed all this. The dust issue has been eliminated. The play area is now attractive. The grass also provides for cleaner air, cooler temperatures, and erosion of the soil has been ameliorated. Words are inadequate to express our appreciation. Research has shown that the color of the classroom influences teacher and pupil satisfaction and productivity. The bank appreciates this, and most recently, they painted several of our classrooms. This gift will have a positive impact on teaching and learning when we return to face-to-face instruction. They plan to complete this project. As reported in the media, Republic Bank has also supported us in rewarding our graduates with gifts they will need as they pursue the secondary level of their educational careers. These projects could not be completed without their assistance. We are thankful for their support. This relationship affords both the bank and the school the opportunities to improve the outcomes for the clients we serve. This is the reason we both exist.
And so the work continues. The partnerships are bearing fruit, and most importantly, people's lives are being enhanced. This is absolutely vital for us at Republic Bank. This is literally our passion, and we're excited to have an even more productive year ahead with our partners based on our 4 pillars: the power to care, the power to learn, the power to succeed, and the power to help. The Heart and Stroke Foundation, the Diabetes Foundation, and One Tree for Every Bajan are also on board this year. Remember, each of us in our own small way can offer help to another, even if it's your neighbor or colleague. There is true joy in giving while expecting nothing in return. Thank you for joining us for this 2022 virtual launch. We promise to keep you abreast of the excellent work being done by these tremendous entities and partners.